one thing that I want to point out about Graham Potter's signing and then his eventual sacking is that the ownership wants someone they can control, and if they feel they cannot control all these top managers, and that's why they went to get Graham Potter. Of course, those signings were not his signings. They were never his signings. Graham Potter would never have
There's a positive about the signing under Potter. The positive is this: the kind of deals we strike, the deal we pull, that of Madueke, that of Modric, they are amazing deals for the future.
Okay. Me, I'm not a fan of buying for the future.
I was amazed. Okay. I was amazed with making that kind of deal.
I actually have a point to make. I actually have a point to. One of the biggest problems we had under Marina was buying players of different profiles for our team. That was why you see Pulisic, Ziyech, Werner, Havertz didn't go
at the same time.
These players are of different profiles. There are certain teams and certain style of play these players can fit in, but not all of them at once.
We don't start players to fit in. We don't even have a style of play to start with.
That was under Marina. That was under Marina.
Taking that aside, these January signings have really been excellent signings. Looking at the bigger picture right now, Enzo is a world-class player. Modric actually has potential to play at the next level. Stewart, who Chelsea appointed as one of our sporting directors, was brought in from Leipzig. His idea was, buying Madueke at Leipzig after Chelsea had agreed for Nkunku earlier in the season. Nkunku signing was this bot signing. The owner signing. See, they are being futuristic here. They have a project, they have a style of play, they have ideas, they have players they want him to play at a certain style, a certain way that's going to give us positive results. So we brought in that sporting director who was at Leipzig and brought him to Chelsea, and instead he brought a Madueke that Leipzig was supposed to get by next season and brought him to Chelsea now. Looking at our player, Modric, of course, is not the finished article yet. He has a couple of technical defects on him right now, and I know Pochettino is going to bring that out 100%. What other players do this side? Chukwuemeka actually has glimpses of greatness in him. He's an excellent player. He knows how to move the ball very well. I feel like he's an advanced loftus-cheek. Of course, yes, an advancst loftus-cheek.
There we have Fofana.
Of course, that's Fofana. Wonderful. I hate the fact that Potter didn't give a run of game. To be honest,
I don't know the logic behind not taking a striker to Champions League, to the Champions League list. Like I had headache when I saw that list.
Imagine dropping a Pocher for a Havertz. We are not sure which position he plays.
You're taking him first night to play your Champions League fixtures. Why?
Hello, Yimzy.
That was where
Please. What is actually the position of Havertz in Chelsea? Like the best wing for Havertz.
Havertz has got.
Okay, we need to get this.
Havertz,
like,
be honest,
I need to get this known today.
Havertz plays all the wings in attack, and he's an expert in none, and he doesn't even know his own best position. I'm telling you this for free. If you ask Havertz what position suits you the most, he won't tell you because he doesn't know. And you know why? He's not a player to fit in. Even in Germany national team, even the coach of the national team does not even know where to play Havertz. It's just like if Havertz is in a good run of games, the coach plays him. He just play among the attack. He find a position for him, but he doesn't. At least we know that I'm telling is bad, but we know that he's a winger. We know that one for sure. That you put him in one side of the wing and he can take on 20 times and fail 18 times, maybe succeed once, or he will succeed. If he doesn't succeed in 2-3 games, he will succeed again next year. But then, Havertz, where does he play?
Okay, talking about profiles and style of play, Havertz is a player that actually thrives in a team where there is a point man, there's an attacker, and he comes off the point man. He's not a 9 per se. Havertz plays well behind a striker. That was what I was talking about Marina signing. When he brought in Havertz, he made Havertz a point man. I feel like Havertz would have played really well, like coming off Lukaku. But it was not something that was testosterone. Okay, you get me. So I would take that. I'll probably excuse him, but I want him gone. To be honest,
over the season,
I feel like he can do better elsewhere.
Over the season, we've had him played this same position. Over the course of the season, we've had him played behind Aubameyang one or twice.
Just under Potter. Potter is not a good
under
coach.
Potter, right?
Potter is not a good coach.
Like we've had him play this very position. And he didn't even play it well.
No, Potter is a good coach, but see, there are levels to this
standard of Chelsea.
There are levels.
No, he's not Chelsea standard.
Here's my point. I want to just elaborate a little. And on the modern day football, playing directly behind a striker is no longer a role.
Yeah.
Now people play with a 4-2-3 system,
Yeah.
and people play with a 4-3-3 system. Of course, we play with our own 3-5-2, 3-5-3, the 3-4-3,
There is no
depending
stable
on
formation for
depending on the manager and the opponents we are playing. Now in that system, what we feel Havertz play is that position before that we call number 8.
Yeah.
That person will just be behind the striker playing. Now in modern day football, I'm taking a course from 3 top teams in the world: Manchester City, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid.
Yes.
Now I'm going to Manchester City now.
Yes.
Who plays the role of the number 8 playing directly behind the striker? And I don't think anybody does that.
Kevin De Bruyne does that. That's exactly what Kevin De Bruyne plays.
No, Kevin De Bruyne
plays just off Erling Haaland.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, that's exactly what he does. Look at the
He's more deep.
No, Kevin De Bruyne is totally deep.
He's deep. Kevin De Bruyne gets a free roll, but ideally he's off Haaland.
I am not thinking that he is
Look at the game against Arsenal this season. Haaland actually dropped, and De Bruyne went forward. Everyone.
No, it was a system that Pep deployed in that game.
That is
but that is not a role for him.
Okay, against
now,
Real Madrid,
Arsenal, who plays that role?
Against
Does Odega play directly behind the striker?
Against Real Madrid at Anfield, what did Haaland do? De Bruyne, that is his position. See, this
Kevin De Bruyne is a deep lying free midfielder.
He has this flex of.
He actually gets.
Sorry, can Havertz play the De Bruyne role?
He actually gets.
Can Havertz roll within the midfield?
Okay, guys, let's move forward. So after Graham Potter, finally Todd Bowley decided to pull the plug and send Graham Potter and his team packing. Then the first week, Bruno Santa.
A wonderful day.
But I celebrated, but my celebration did not last long, honestly, because he brought him.
I saw no point sacking. No, Potter came with this man. Why are you sending Potter away without his? Then telling his assistant to leave and manage the team. I feel like they're the same thing.
Mind you, I feel like Bruno Santa would have been better than Lampard. I am not even lying to you. I am not lying.
It's not whether he would have been better than Lampard. Bruno Santa did what Lampard couldn't do six games. He did it in one game.
He got us 1 point. His basics were excellent. Against Liverpool, we had chances to win that game. When Lampard came in, what did Lampard do? Lampard just wants them to run and
no, the only thing Lampard does is football.
Bruno was not an IT coach. Bruno still remains an IT coach.
I agree with you.
Potter is an IT coach. Lampard is a pro-mass, IT coaching pro-mass. Okay, it's confirmed now. The second spell.
We are already coming to the end of our season because we have gone to Bruno Santa and Lampard. Now, this is what I think about Bruno Santa. That guy has learned under Potter, but he's a decent manager. With instinct. No, if I don't want to rate them overall. You can't rate a manager with one game. With what he pulled against, sorry to digress, just like Carrick taking over from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and removing him to bring Ralf Rangnick. Carrick could have been a better manager than Ralf Rangnick at that point because he has already. That is what Bruno Santa has done. He has studied the players. He knows their profile. He has an idea that even if you are under a leader, there's an idea you have. Although you cannot communicate it to the leader because it looks like you are trying to override him.
Even when you do, the leader will not take it.
He won't take it 100%. The leader will just take anything from it and use his own idea. So the game we played against Liverpool was decent. It's a game we should have won. Although, like I said, that's the story of our season. If it's about ball play, we have not played poorly at all. In the whole season, if you want to rate our performance, not result. Performance ratio. And that is why we have third best defense. I don't know whether after the 4-0 dropping from 4-1 dropping, it's still the third best. I think it's fourth. Even if we are in top 5 for the best defense in the league, and we are in bottom 3.
To be honest,
I think we are in bottom 3.
I cannot proudly say that. I will never mention it to anybody. The fourth best defense in the league.
It's not even cool to say.
But it's cool to. It's a fact. You understand?
Thiago Silva is our best player for this season.
We don't even deserve it.
We don't deserve that. Let me tell you about.
We had a very poor season. Poor is an understatement.
There's no. See, we of course
you want to give awards, give it to the ladies. They deserve it.
I know. know everyone is angry here, emotions are flying right now. But for an excellent camp, yes, last season I felt like Chelsea would have actually been the player of the season.
Even ahead of Mr. Mount, right?
Ahead of Mr. Mount. But this season he was actually well deserved. That man, 38 years old, coming in, calming the back. Even if the games were really, really terrible, there were times he turned up and made sure the scoreline was not embarrassing.
It's not about being deserving of it. It's about Chelsea not being deserving of having an award for the year. Nobody deserves an award. Everybody is poor because we are poor. You know, if I want to rate our season, I rate us as the worst team in EPL.
Regardless of how bad the season went, of course, one or two positives are actually going to take out. So I feel like, no matter what happened, Thiago Silva deserved more applause. And yes, the player of the season he got was not because it was a player of the him because he is old, but because of what he has shown the team, the maturity he has actually impacted in that.
He has even been my player of the.
Of course, you see how terrible we are. Let me take for example the game against Manchester United.
If Thiago Silva was
in
there,
that game, the scoreline won't get to goal.
In fact, you'll be shocked that it will be 2-1. If Thiago Silva was there, the game against City, if Silva was not there, those last dish touch and clearances that he's doing, the game against City, those children would have massacred with at least 5 goals. I am telling you, did United play anything in that game?
No.
They were poor. That is what is paining me.
But they kept getting chances in that match. Chalobah just kept finding tackles and missing them.
If it was City against United in that game,
we are discussing Chalobah.
If it was City against United in that game,
Chalobah, let's not just discuss Chalobah.
Chalobah should go, please. Let him just go. Let him go. Let him go. Now, talking about Lampard now.
I'll drive the bus. I'll pick him up Stamford Bridge. I'll drive the bus.
So back to Lampard. Yeah, is this man coming here to do? For me, I felt like the fan base, there was disunity in the fan base, and it was total chaos from the Chelsea fans. Like there was the Potter Hive and Tuchel Bands, and there was total clash, like on Twitter everywhere, like bans. So I felt this man wanted to unite the whole Chelsea family by bringing in Lampard, a club legend. But
the idea behind Lampard is the poorest idea in the history of football. Let Potter stay if you have idea of bringing somebody that looks like Lampard. Now hear this. Do you know that this guy called this former Barcelona Luis Enrique was enthusiastic about the prospect of facing Real Madrid? That he told Todd Bowley that sign me now because I am from Barcelona. He said, I am from Barcelona and we love taking on Real Madrid.
Just give me
Madrid game. Let me give you Chelsea. Now, this guy is somebody we know that he loves football. Do you understand? And he gives you football on a silver platter. He puts it on the plate for people to play. And you know that we've got qualities in our team that play football. Why bringing somebody called Frank Lampard?
Todd Bowley wants someone he can control. We talked about this earlier. He wants someone he
I
can
think
control.
even said him for Pochettino.
I actually do not agree with that 100%. I think he's foresighted, but right now he's a bit panicking because this is a project, an investment, and if you don't get things right, it might go really sour. The reason why is because he allowed Tuchel get the players he wanted, and look how did they turn out? Raheem Sterling, who is earning ridiculous amount of money, over 350 in wages,
earning Chelsea same amount in Chelsea.
Yes. Kalidou Koulibaly, who eventually turned out to be okay.
You know that I did not
getting the point.
To some extent, better off than Chalobah.
Why are you calling Chalobah in this situation? Chalobah is not even part of
this. The signings Tuchel brought in were not really excellent passes. So I feel like the board they were a bit clumsy in giving him more room to make his signings themselves. These players were 30 plus. Sterling is 29.
27.
No, 29.
27. He looks like he's available forever. He's 27.
Koulibaly is 30. You understand?
No, 31.
31. So they wanted young people that's going to be a big investment to the team. Where on the long run they won't have to buy a lot of players anymore. Maybe just 1 or 2 extra additions to the squad to strengthen them. Look at the signings they've been making. Look at Kendrick Paez, the 16-year-old Ecuadorian.
That will take him 5 years.
Of course, not 5 years, just 2 years max. He'll be 18 and he's going to be at Chelsea. Look at Andre Santos at Brazil, the under 20 captain. Look at Cassady, who's at the under 20 World Cup. These people want quality players. They do not want us to miss out of future stars if we do not acquire them now. You understand? But Tuchel and them were not on the same table. Tuchel was getting old quality players in his side. Maybe eventually we're going to get young, good players. But at Chelsea, that point in time, we do not need that. He was taking it directly from the Marina playbook, getting what we need now, not what's going to be beneficial for us on the long run.
I want to go back to the coach selection, manager selection. We had a chance to get Nagelsmann also, but I don't know
Which is a no for me.
A no for you.
It's a no for me.
But he did well at Bayern. I don't know why he was sacked. I thought Nagelsmann would have been a good match for us.
Not in my opinion though. Like in the manager selection, I felt because we have already gone with young managers and they failed us, Porter, our own. I feel bad for Lampard.
Yeah, at some point, Lampard were even crying for Mourinho or
if you even ask me right now to choose, and if they have not signed Pochettino, I will still have gone for, although he will be boring, although we might not get the progress we desire, but he will bring results and give you a little sense of winning trophies and all, and that's what Mourinho brings to the table. But then Pochettino is not a bad option. I will never have gone for Nagelsmann. My number one choice for a manager for Chelsea is Luis Enrique. And the reason which I heard was that he was out of club management for a very long time. And truly, if he's that good, why is he out of job for that long? He went to Spain, Spanish national team. No, like club management job. That's what I'm saying. He went to Spain national team, and I don't know what he did. Though the quality there is not that much, but I don't know what he did with the
pick out something and strike him out.
But in the middle of the season, I tweeted that I would rather watch Chelsea relegate than Arsenal win the league. That time you were struggling really bad. I tweeted, my friend was like, "What's wrong with you?" I know what I'm saying. I would rather we relegate.
I would rather Chelsea suffer.